Both what? I'm still debating on getting a fake one of these to put that other blade in. I really, really don't want to watch that thing go to waste in a box. But I don't think that it's going to fit. So, my next option would be go talk to Tim and say, "Hey, do you guys have any defective scales or anything that I can try and use for building one?" I doubt anybody's asked him that before. I mean, it's kind of hard to get a blem on sandblasted material. Let's see what to do tonight. Got to get rid of this one too. There's a lot of knives that I need to get rid of. I think I'm going to put the stock washers back in this one. No. With what? There's 5 things on the table. I don't know which one you're talking about. So while we're here, yeah, I think I'm going to stick the stock washers back in this. Because it is no longer as smooth as it once was. No. T6, T8. And we'll start with the T8. Well, that was simple. Shit wasn't even tight. Okay. Fortnite player, what's up? I'm doing fine. How about yourself? Okay, put that back there. Glad to hear it. Put that right there. Okay. Now, are you going to be smooth? see. So you're still going to be a pain in the ass. Oh well. Yeah, it is one of the most common knives out there at the moment. I would expect quite a few people have one of these. I still think they're overpriced. Especially now. I see. Well, the washers aren't doing what I want them to do on this one. So that's not good. I don't go hunting, nope. Bob Rick, what's up? Welcome back. So we're just going to put the old garbage washers back on this thing. After we flatten them. And we'll keep my my beautiful aftermarket pieces. That's unfortunate. They worked really good on my other one. Should be a good time. Okay. Which one are you? 500 grit. Yeah, that's what I thought. These things aren't even flat. I have no clue how to pronounce that, but how's it going? Six, seven, 8, 9, 10. It is a proper drop point. Okay. Oh, that would be smart. Grab some tweezers like I usually do when putting these things back together. Grab these with the tweezers. There we go. Should be smoother than it was on this particular model. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So these washers don't work. The aftermarket washers don't work for every bug out by the looks of it, which is unfortunate. It worked for my favorite one though, which is a plus, but if it doesn't work for every model, it means that I can't sell them to everybody. Jasper, what's up? How's your day going? Jake, welcome back. I'm doing all right. I had the most annoying thing happen the other day at the pawn shop. Went to go sell this thing because I kind of wanted to get rid of it quick. And the guy told me, I can't buy that thing, it's fake. I'm like, well, how do you think it's fake? And he says, well, it doesn't weigh the right amount. And I said, yeah, no shit. Doesn't have stock scales on it. Well, I still can't buy it. You're a moron. Yep. Swapping back to the stock scales fixed it. Okay. Well, that's a good and a bad thing. Good thing because now I can sell the knife as a working product. Bad thing because the aftermarket washers didn't work out. I don't know who shit in his Cheerios that morning. Don't get me wrong, I understand there's like 2 people behind me. But I'm trying to sell you something. And you're telling me it's fake because you don't understand that aftermarket parts exist. Anyway. At least that worked out well. Now I just don't know what I'm going to do with those spare washers. God, I just love looking at this thing. All right. What should we have on the table now? This thing at least cut paper. It does. I hate to sell things as is, but I think I'm going to sell this one as is without it being completely sharpened. And I know that reflects bad on me, but if I keep removing material, I'm going to have to remove so much material to get this thing into good shape. It takes so much time. Wondering if I should just buy a new blade for it. Nah. Oh, closed, damn it. Man, what's up? So I did some testing on this thing, and honestly, I'm impressed. It's actually a pretty decent knife for the amount that I spent on it. I've got a set of skiff bearings showing up on the 10th to put in it and see if that helps with one of the small issues that I have with this knife. And if so, sweet. If not, that sucks. This one I took apart and cleaned and sharpened. And it'll probably go up for sale here pretty soon too. A Kershaw leak with the composite blade. D2, 14C. Overall, a solid knife. Trying to think of if there's anything else that I need or want to say. Or if I just wait for somebody to say something interesting. Monkey Goofy, what's up? Can I stop getting phone calls, please? Nobody was on the other end again. I don't make knives, I buy them and resell them. I also clean them and sharpen them. I do some aftermarket stuff too, but not a whole lot of that. I just tell people don't buy the bug out in general. The 3 that I bought, I shouldn't have bought. I would like to get rid of them as soon as possible. If you're looking for a bug out, say something. I'll give you the best deal that I can. This thing likely won't need sharpening soon, but I don't know, I just really want to have my edge on there. Because I know my edge is better than the factory edge. I have a problem with buying Benchmades. I don't even know why I keep buying these things. I'm never overly happy with any of them. Except for this one. This one I was pretty happy with. Especially with those aftermarket washers I got. This one I haven't been super impressed with. This one I just bought to sell because I got it for like a ridiculously good price. This one I've actually been pretty happy with. Need to check all messages instead of just top messages again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Oh, I like this knife. It's comfortable. That's about it. That's all it has going for it, is that it's comfortable. And it's got crew wear. Something I noticed recently about Damasteel is that it's not stainless. I didn't know that. So you have to oil Damasteel. This one I've been trying to get rid of for months. But nobody wants it because the tip isn't sharp. What do you do? I don't know. I learned it isn't stainless because mine has some rust on it. It's not as stainless as D2, which isn't stainless, so... Still haven't opened this thing. It is good to know when you're going to drop an extra $200 on a knife because it has Damasteel and it's not stainless. I don't think I'll be doing that again. Sure, MagnaCut can rust. Depends on the finish. I need to get a small one of these. So what are you guys interested in looking at? Because at the moment we're just sitting here doing nothing. Could be looking at some interesting stuff. Could pull out my second Sabenza if you wanted to see that. Could check out the small Koski that I have for sale. We could just look at my Spydercos. I'm just doing a live stream because I have nothing else to do at the moment. No fixed blades. We could sharpen something too. We should probably do that. Seems to be what the people want to watch. A lot of people stick around for the sharpening. KC3, what's up? I can't say I've ever made a knife too sharp. Sounds to me like you're just putting too much pressure on it. Well, that was quick. Yeah, other than the back situation, I'm doing fine. I have to sit in a weird position now to be able to stand up after my live streams. But other than that, you ever seen one of them limited edition Osbornes in Magna Cut? They're like 500 to $1,000 on eBay. I was asking because I was curious if you wanted one. My local pawn shop has one for 500 and I might be able to talk them down. Just figured I'd ask, you never know. Not everybody's interested in the collector's edition one. Fair enough. Yeah, the one I'm talking about's got the blue fat carbon and Magna Cut. Well, that was a quick sharpening job. Didn't expect it to be that quick. I kind of want to check out their new knife. The new fixed blade that they'll be dropping with Rex 121. I think it's a Damascus with the tip of it being Rex 121 on the end. It's like the only interesting thing that they've done this year. Not really. Like this one's already sharp. I think. Yep, that one's sharp. The military's sharp. Both Mannixes are sharp. I'm not sharpening the Sebenza yet because it doesn't need to be sharpened. No to the first one, and technically yes to the second one. Although the second one's taken apart until I can have tools to put it back together. Oh, you know, this guy is paying me to sharpen this thing. I should probably sharpen it. He's just not going to be in the area for a month. Wow. It is worse by quite a bit than I thought it was going to be. Looks like a job for the 120. Well, we're working on 1095 right now, so Aiden, do you think I don't use this stone? Because I use it pretty often. Well, I don't use it when I don't need 120 grit. Some of these things just need 400. Now that I keep on forgetting to set those things up. But I only have one set or one diamond emulsion, so give me just a sec to grab my other phone. Let's see, what was I going to look up? Oh, I was going to send the guy who owns this knife a link to the live stream. Oh, these are back in stock again. Copy link. Go to Messenger. Marketplace. Paste. Finally. This phone is slow as shit. Okay. Yeah, it's not heat treated bad, which I didn't expect out of 1095. Clean my stone? Why would I do that? I do not have any guided sharpeners. I do everything by hand. Believe me, I know this stone needs cleaned. I just don't have the stuff to do it right now. You know, there's nicer ways of saying that I have skills, right? I don't have any extra grit on my toothbrush, I promise you that. Oh, yeah, I totally didn't get that. It'll be fine. Huh, what? Why can't you believe it? I'm doing it right now in front of you. And to be clear, I'm getting paid to sharpen this one. And this isn't my knife. What, you want to watch me sharpen a Sebenza on this too? Been there, done that. Bet you my Sebenza could use a touch-up. Tell you what, if you give me a minute, I'll sharpen my first Sebenza on this. See, I don't care about sounds during the process. I care about the results at the end. What's a fact? That if I clean this, I'll have better results? I don't think it's going to change much. It's hard to get much better results than I already do. There we go. Does it shave? Now, just so you guys know, the owner of this knife wants a mirror polish. So, as easily as it does shave, I think I'd love to leave it how it is, but he wants mirror, so off we go, pushing it towards mirror. Take a step from 1000 to 1800, then 3000. Strop on 4, and then strop on steel polish. And see how that goes. Oh man, I was kind of hoping that guy was going to stick around. I was having fun messing around with him. You did. It's the first troll that we've had in a while. Although I think the guy was actually trying to be helpful. Yeah, I've been wanting to play around with that stuff for a little bit. It's interesting because better edge retention than MagnaCut, but lower HRC. Kind of like S90V, but supposedly with better toughness. Or K390, but stainless. No, the guy seemed like he was trying to help. I was just being a turd the whole time because it was funny. It gave me something to do. Telling me to clean my stone because it sounds horrible. Well, I'm not out here saying that MagnaCut's the best steel ever. I've just been very happy with the results that I get with it. I think I need to replace this stone. Sharpening up enough knives on it. Well, it's not a stone, the lap. I need to replace the film. Well, he was saying that my 120 grit stone sounded horrible. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I agree. It's 120 grit. It sounds horrible. It's kind of how they are. Those low grit sounds are horrible. They just always are. Now, the other thing the guy wanted was a convex edge. I told him that I could try it, but I'll be honest, I think it would be better if I just didn't. I just was using the 3K. Now, it's not very often I actually push for a full mirror, because usually I don't give a shit. Because to me, the mirror doesn't do anything. It's only for looks. Well, if we're actually trying to sharpen something, we got to start somewhere. And starting on the 120 is where I decided to start. Yeah, I personally would have left this thing at at 1,000 grit. I do like the idea of what the guy wanted, though. He wanted me to start up here and make it so that it was a full convex, so you couldn't tell where the edge started. And I told him I couldn't do that. I'm not going to sit there and lie to him and say that I can. Uh, if you want to buy a knife like that, you can. I think we're done. Can you do receipt paper now? Yeah. That's what I thought. Come on. Give me the right flat piece. It's really hard with a shredded piece of receipt paper. It just is. Regular paper. Yeah, I'll be honest, it was better at 1K. I overstropped it to get a mirror. I could do it on my current setup, but it would have to be a flat blade. It couldn't have a curve to it. Like, I'd bet money that I could do it with this knife. But with a knife that has a curve to it, ain't gonna happen. I just don't have, for that, I don't have the proper tools. If I started on the stone like this and went like that, I could do it. I don't think I could do it up here though. Does it still shave? If it doesn't shave, I'm not going to be happy. Means I got to go redo the 3K. Okay. So it does shave still. Shaves in both directions. Good. Scott, what's up? How's it going? We will do a little bit of cleaning on this knife though, because like it doesn't need it really bad, but the blade could use a little bit of cleaning. Okay. Just because I'm curious. Yeah. That's what happens when you overstrop. So cut it cleanly around. Yeah. It doesn't have teeth anymore. I removed like all the teeth when I stropped it as far as I did. I am sure as hell not doing that. Fibonacci grind, I'm not trying that shit. Fuck that. Thank you. I do try my best with the work that I do. I don't feel good with how that ended up. I really don't. The lack of tooth on that edge just bothers me. And I know it's because it's got a mirrored finish and I overstropped. But I overstropped to get the look. But now it doesn't have that performance to back up the look. So I'm going to bring it back down to 3K now that I have it fully mirrored. We'll see what I can do. Well, I got rid of the mirror, but just barely. So I may be able to bring it back to a mirror after doing this. The Pythagorean grind. Not a thing, but funny. I think the Fibonacci grind's funny, personally. It's just a funny concept. There's like no reason to me, because I'm not into bushcrafting or anything. I'm on the EDC side of this stuff. Do you guys think that it's kind of the same as companies who choose? I want to know. There's another way I want to say this. You know how companies use washers or bearings because they don't want to tune their knives, to take the time to tune their knives. So it's just their way of cheaping out on stuff. I wonder if if the Fibonacci grind is Olive's way of cheaping out on doing a full convex, the way that what's that other knife company called? They make really nice folders, really fucking expensive. Well, it cuts now. There's Rockstead. Yeah, thank you. I knew somebody was going to get what I was talking about. You didn't expect it to be you, but all right, microscope time. I like hollow grinds a lot. There is something going on with the teeth, and I need to know what it is. I was thinking Shirogorov, but I knew it was wrong. That is a chip. You know, I'm not going to say that I'm the best, but God Damn, that's a good looking edge. Flip it over. Fishy fingers, what's up? Oh, one scale's thicker than the other. That's weird. I missed a spot. Piece of hair. Hmm. I have to bring it back up to a polish again. That's more like it. I have one Scandi grind. Two, maybe. Yeah, two. Both of them are Moras. And they're a bitch to sharpen. No. They're easier to hold the same angle. They are very, very hard because you have to do it so much. You have to keep that angle forever. You're gonna fuck it up with a fixed angle sharpener, and I promise you that. I promise. Beautiful. Well, he said he wanted a mirror on it. That may not be the highest performing angle or edge, but what he wanted. Here in about a minute and a half, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Aspen, what's up? It's an hour and 20 minutes. Gives me time to go have dinner. It is both later and earlier than I thought it was. I don't know how that makes any sense, but that's just kind of how it is. I think we're going to Subway tonight. I think. Guess we'll find out. We'll see you later, Bobrick. You have a good one. Oh, Aiden, I don't know if you paid attention to my posts on Reddit. This thing's a beast. I think I told you. Similar edge retention to 15V. I'll be talking to Gin Knives, see if I can work something out with them where we try a batch of one of their models and this stuff. I want to do some testing. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, day, morning, whatever it is. And we'll see you in the next one.